Hello, everybody. Welcome to my second episode of How You Can Win the Money Game. I got a lot of comments from many people who wanted to get into real estate. And the second episode, I'd like to take an opportunity to answer some of your questions about real estate. How do you get started? Okay. So question number one. I've been working at my corporate job for a long time, and I want to get into real estate. How do I get started? Should I spend money like the way you did, or should I just learn on the internet and go into meetups and different events? Okay, by Henry. So I strongly believe that you get what you paid for. Okay, now, by doing this series, I'm not charging you any money, but what I've been talking about, what I will be talking about with you or sharing with you is basically just talks, okay? It's not the practical ways of learning, in my opinion. I think that most people, when they invest in real estate, they either are so concerned about the kind of monetary investment that they must make in order to learn the rope, if you will, so much that they would lose sight of the benefits, long-term benefits that they could use in their business. If you're thinking building wealth is a one-off kind of thing, you do it when you feel like it, then that's exactly the kind of results you're going to get. In my opinion, I really feel that in any endeavor that you do, there has to be a sense of discipline, meaning that if you want to get into, say, real estate and you've never done it before, Henry, my recommendation to you is to set aside an hour, 2 hours, whatever your schedule permits, and really devote yourself in learning the stuff in real estate, and more specifically, real estate investing. Now, you did not tell me in your questioning whether or not you wanted to use buy and hold strategy or flip strategy. So I'm not sure how, which strategy you're going to implement in your quest to build your financial independence. Okay. Obviously, when you choose a buy and hold strategy, it's going to be very different from the flip strategy, so to speak. So what's the difference? Okay, when you buy and you hold, there are several factors that you have to take into consideration. Okay, I never believe in speculation. I'm the type of investor that don't speculate that this house is, going to be 10 times higher in price in 5 years, so therefore I should get into it right now, at whatever price that I want, for it to be. So I'm not that kind of investor. Okay, I am a little bit more disciplined than that. Again, this is why having a mentor from the get-go in whatever that you do is quite important, because it actually sets the tone of how the way that your business is going to be operated. And yes, I do think that real estate investing itself is a business. It's not a hobby, okay? It's a business. You are building a business that would give you a passive source of income for many years to come, and hopefully many generations to come, okay? And so you have to come in with a mindset of, yes, I am going to devote 2 hours of my time every single day, going to meetups, going to meet people who could help me in this business, whether it's a realtor, it's a mortgage banker, mortgage officer, a tax CPA like myself, a financial advisor. By the way, I also got into financial advisory as well, not because I wanted to like be in that space, but I wanted to really understand how financial advisors really think. When they sit across from me, wanting me to take my money, whether from an IRA or a 401k, and hand it over to them, what is it that they want from me, right? And so I got into that space as well, which I'm gonna be talking about in subsequent podcasts as well. And so you actually have to really build a team, okay? Many people think that real estate investing is a solo kind of thing, I call it solo sport, but really it's a team sport. Believe it or not, real estate investing is a team sport, because if you want to do well, that is. If you just want to, buy and hold one, in a blue moon, then you don't need a team, okay? You can just work by yourself. Even that, you still need to have a really good realtor and a loan officer, okay? So that's like 2 people, okay? Well, you have 2 people on your team, so that's still a team, okay? So at any rate, going back to the original question that Henry has is like whether or not he should go and attend meetups and attend seminars, and whether or not he should spend money. Again, like I said, you get what you paid for. In the beginning, I made a decision to pay $2,500 just to kind of figure out, okay, if this is something, if real estate investing would be something that I wanted to get into or be involved with, okay? And was it worth it? Well, I would like to think so, because I could literally learn many different topics in real estate investing in 3 days, literally in 3 days. So for me, time is money. And if I didn't do that, I would have to go to different meetups and I would have to travel, okay? And every time I go to somewhere, that costs gas and time, okay? And then if you go to different meetups, fine, you can meet a lot of people. But then would you be able to learn everything from a theoretical standpoint that you needed to know about various topics of real estate investing or not? And how, the cost of time and money that you have to spend in going to different events like that, in my opinion, would cost a whole lot more than the $2,500 that I spent just sitting in one location, and different presenters would come in to present different topics, okay? So every morning I would just go drive, so that would take me about an hour from San Jose to Burlingame, I think that was the location, and then back another hour. So literally, I lost about 6 hours of my time commuting to the location, and then I spent about 8 hours on 3 days, so that's 24 hours. So in 24, did I do the math right? Yeah, 24 hours. In 24 hours, I literally learned everything that I needed to know about real estate investing, at a very high level, and 6 hours of my time driving back and forth. So that's about 30 hours, okay? 30 hours of my time, $2,500. So, to me, it's well worth it. But, it's really about personal preference. If you feel you don't have the $2,500 to go to a seminar, and make sure that you go to a very reputable seminar. At the time, Donald Trump was the household name. Everybody knew he made money in real estate, and so to me it was very credible university. So I went. I spent $2,500 to go and learn about real estate investing. Now, the second question is, well, I don't want to be a professional seminar goers, and I've seen many people spending money on real estate seminars, and they don't get where they want to get financially speaking. And to answer that question, I think a lot of the time, many people have a habit of spending money attending seminars. So they are basically professional seminar attendees, so to speak, but they don't have the gut, like the courage to actually go out there and actually apply what they've learned in real life, okay? I call those like chickens, okay? Like I said in my first episode, I was the type of learner that I want to get my hands dirty. I don't want to be in the classroom attending different classes and kind of go, yeah, I know how to invest real estate. That wasn't me. That was not my style of learning. So at any rate, I just, so that's my thought. And so to answer the question whether or not you should get your hands dirty, and the answer is absolutely. The dirtier, the better, okay? Now, being a girl, okay, I didn't really actually do the physical hard work of flipping a property. That was my husband's job, okay, and the contractor's job. My job was to do marketing. And so I'm going to be talking about marketing later on in my subsequent podcasts, okay? But, it's very interesting because everything that you do is all about marketing. Yes, even when you buy real estate for investment purposes, you got to be on top of the game, okay? You got to be on top of the game. You got to do the best marketing that you can do, okay? That's how you're going to distinguish yourself from the next door wannabe real estate investor, okay? It's not, and of course you have to buy it right, and I'm going to share with you the formula of how you buy real estate right, okay? And how you can buy real estate without any money at all, your money, that is, okay? Can it happen? Yes, it can happen. But guess what? It takes some skill, okay? Like I said in the beginning, when I heard that, I was like, oh my goodness, I could actually buy real estate. I could actually build a real estate portfolio without using any of my money, okay? And my husband was totally a non-believer. He didn't believe that. And then I learned how to do it from Jason, my mentor. And yes, it can be done, but it really takes a whole lot of skill. And so do you have that kind of skill? Are you willing to invest your time, your personal effort to go out there and really hone that skill, okay? It requires communication, you have to be a great communicator, okay, to get somebody to hand over their money to you so that you can use it to buy real estate from which you can profit, okay? So you gotta be a great communicator. And guess what? If you're an engineer in the Silicon Valley and you wanna build a real estate portfolio, you go, oh, that cannot be done. I'm an engineer. I don't know how to talk to people. There's no way that I can acquire that skill. You know what? That's nonsense. Anybody can learn how to communicate better. The question is, are you willing to put in the time and the effort to learn the necessary skill set so that you can move your level up, like 1 level, 2 levels, 3 levels. And to me, there are always rooms for improvement in whatever that you do, whether it's real estate investing, building wealth, you're at your job, your engineering job, or you're a realtor, you're a mortgage loan officer, whatever that you do, there are always room for improvement, okay? And so the question, I hope I answered that question about whether or not they should get their hands dirty, in real estate investing. I mean, not literally, yes, literally, for those who actually want to do the work. For me personally, because like I said, I'm a girl, I didn't want to deal with all the hammers and, all of that. And so I delegated a lot, if not all of the hard work, physical work, to a contractor, and then some to my hubby, my husband. Okay, so at any rate, we don't have a whole lot of time. I just want to wrap it up right now. So hopefully I answered your question, Henry, about whether or not you should spend time going to different meetups to start learning about real estate investing, or you should spend money going to a seminar. And I would say spend money going to a very reputable seminar, save you a lot of time. Right off the gate, okay, because time is money. Number one. Number two, make sure that you keep improving yourself on your skill set, and not just the knowledge, but also your soft skill, your communication skill, the way that you interact with people, so on and so forth. Okay, well, at any rate, I hope to see you soon. Until next time, you have a wonderful week ahead of you. And I am so excited to share with you the next topic in my next webcast, which is how to actually buy right, and what kind of formula you should be looking for when you start buying in the case of flipping. Okay, bye bye everybody, have a wonderful day.